Hello, my name is Chase if you're joining for the first time. Today is going to be a nice slow practice, great before bed, or maybe just during the day when you want to slow down and reconnect to your breath. These are great poses for beginners or anyone joining yoga for the first time, and just a great way to slow down and reconnect to your body. So let's get started. You need just a mat, or you can be on the carpet, whatever works best for you. We're gonna start on our backs today, so we can make our way onto our back. If you'd like to stay seated, that is fine as well, depending on where you are at. And we can just start to lay down, feeling the ground beneath us here. We can keep the knees bent, or you can send them out long. And just beginning to breathe here. Letting go of any stress or tension you may be holding in the shoulders. Taking this time to arrive on the mat, finding our breath, and just allowing it to flow in through the nose, out through the mouth. If you'd like, we can take our arms out to 90 degrees here, or our cactus arms, and just allow the knees to drop side to side, releasing in the low back here. Taking our time and just moving with our breath. Moving slowly and with intention here. And then slowly coming back up to center here, feeling your tailbone ground down into the mat. We can take that left ankle, crossing it over that right knee, coming into our figure four stretch here. Pausing here for a moment, catching our breath. And then if you'd like to thread the needle, we can come to pick up that thigh, rocking side to side, feeling that stretch in the left glute here. Taking one more deep breath here. And on the exhale, slowly releasing, coming back down, uncrossing the legs and allowing the knees to fall side to side. Noticing the difference in the hips now. And then coming into the other side, crossing that right ankle over that left knee, pausing here for a moment. And we can slowly thread the needle on this side. You can either grab the thigh or the shin, trying to keep our tailbone into the mat as we rock side to side here, releasing in that right glute. Notice if you're clenching in the face, see if you can release through the eyebrows, the forehead, maybe through the jaw here. Maybe you'd like to find some stillness in the pose. And on your next breath, slowly releasing, coming back to center, releasing through the legs, rocking side to side, and noticing the difference in the hips. We can bring that right knee into the belly, sending that left leg out long here, pausing here for a moment to get into that right hip joint. Maybe you'd like to move some circles with that hip. And just remembering our breath is here to guide us, to help us slow down, to help us focus on something else other than all the thoughts that might be running through your head. See if you can pull yourself back to the breath. You can slowly start to release, switching legs, bringing that left knee in towards the chest here. Maybe moving through that ankle, rotating through the foot. Drawing little circles with the hip. And slowly begin to release. We can bring both knees into the chest, rocking side to side, massaging out our back here. Maybe you've been sitting down all day, or you've been hunched over. Feel that stretch and release into the back. And when you're ready, slowly releasing, we can roll on to whichever side feels best. Pausing here for a moment and just feeling the weight of your body on the mat here. Keeping the eyes closed, taking a few more breaths. And then slowly pushing into that hand to lift yourself up. Coming to a seated position here, crossing our legs. Maybe you'd like to grab a pillow to sit up on, or a little blanket. We're going to come here, closing down the eyes, feeling that spine grow nice and tall, sit bones rooted into the mat, and just begin to find some deep breaths here. Letting go of your day, letting go of anything you still might be holding on to. And see if you can only focus on the breath here. Begin to roll the shoulders up, back, and down. Feeling your shoulder blades come together as you start to move backwards. Maybe you'd like to roll the shoulders forward. Maybe do one at a time. And coming back to center, we're going to inhale the hands coming up. And on an exhale, slowly start to twist towards the left right hand, coming to the left knee here. Gentle spinal twist. Gaze can slightly look over towards that left shoulder. Just feel the lengthening and twist in your spine. We can stay here, or if you like, we can take our left hand and stretch it up across the body as we pull on that right knee to anchor us down, opening through that left side of the body here. And just continue to breathe. Maybe put a little smile on your face, showing up for yourself. Be grateful that we have our body to move today. And then slowly releasing, coming back to center, shaking it out a bit. Maybe you'd like to do a few twists with the body, sending our elbows back, getting into the fascia of our ribs here. This is a great way to help calm the nervous system, especially before bed. And then slowly coming back to center, we can inhale, the hands coming up. And on the exhale, twisting towards the right, gaze can come over the right ear or right shoulder here. And just continuing to find our breath. If you'd like, anchoring down through that left hand, right hand is coming up. You can maybe look up at that arm, feeling that length all the way down your ribs, maybe all the way to your hip. And finding our breath. And on your next inhale, slowly coming back up, maybe doing a few of those twists, rocking side to side, getting into our spine. And when you're ready, we're going to make our way onto our hands and knees, coming into our tabletop position here. Feeling our core engaged, neck is in line with our spine here. You can slowly start to drop the belly, inhaling, gaze is coming up. And on the exhale, slowly rounding through the shoulders here, coming into our cat pose. Dropping the belly, coming into our cow, moving through here a few times. And just following your own breath at your own time. Maybe you'd like to move the hips outside to side, drawing a circle with the spine here. We're going to bring the big toes to touch, sending the knees out wide to the mat. We're going to sit back and down into our child's pose here. Forehead is coming to the mat. You can keep the arms out for a more active child pose, or we can bring our arms to our sides as you release in the shoulders, just playing around here. This can be a very relaxing pose to help calm your nervous system down before you head into bed. or just help you come back into the body if you're still continuing with your day after this. And just remember, our breath is here. Finding a few deep cleansing breaths as we sit in this pose. Slowly begin to come up back to our tabletop here. Bring our knees back into center. We're going to start to walk those hands out in front of us and bring that chest down, sending those hips up and back, coming into a puppy pose here. Really opening up through the shoulders and the chest. This is a big heart opener here. And just allow the breath to fill the lungs, expanding on the inhale. And on the exhale, bringing the ribs in. You may not be this close to the ground. We can always walk our hands in a little further. And allow our chest to come up a bit if that is too much in the shoulders. Just play around with what feels good. We can always walk those hands in a little closer and get the same effect of opening up through the chest. So just play around here. Main thing is that we are breathing. Taking one more deep breath here. And slowly coming up. We're going to come all the way through onto our stomachs here. Taking our time to come down. And from here, we're going to bring our arms to 290 degrees here. We're coming into our Sphinx pose. We're pulling those shoulder blades together. The elbows are in line with the ribs here, and our gaze is just slightly forward. Opening up through the heart, taking a few breaths. Keeping the legs straight and back behind us, engaging in our glutes here on our quads to keep our back protected. And then we can slowly come on down here, sending our right arm out from our shoulder, straight in line. And then we're going to push into that left hand and rotate, sending that left leg behind us. Coming into a twisted scorpion here. Feeling that opening in that shoulder of that right arm. If this is too much, we can always roll back on to our stomach and just have that gentle pressure onto that shoulder, or we can deepen it when we have that leg behind us. Just play around with what feels good. Taking one more inhale, and on the exhale, slowly releasing, coming back onto the stomach. Pausing here for a moment, we can place the hands on top of one another and place the forehead on top. Maybe you'd like to pick up the feet and just allow the knees to fall side to side with a little windshield wiper motion. Slowly releasing the legs, we can send that left arm out in line with the shoulder, pushing into that right hand, coming over. And just opening up through that left shoulder here with the right leg coming behind us. We can slowly start to release, coming back onto our stomach here, coming down with those hands. Maybe rocking the knees side to side or a little windshield wiper motion. Releasing also in the stomach muscles here. And slowly release and pause here for a moment. And while you focus on your breath, maybe you'd like to set an intention here. Maybe an intention for a deep sleep or an intention for the rest of your day, whatever that may be. It could be, I am calm, I am connected, or I allow myself to slow down. Now, wherever you are, slowly rolling on to your side, pushing back up, coming to a seated position here. Finding our seat here again, and just notice the difference in your body. Start to close down the eyes and begin to lengthen your breath. And notice if your body has changed in any little ways. Can you soften through the shoulders and the face? Just taking some deep breaths here. Notice the sensations. You feel a little more relaxed than when we first started. Maybe you'd like to place the hands over the heart here. Maybe you'd like to say a little thank you for yourself for practicing today. Taking this time out of your day to slow down, connect with the body and the breath. Maybe you'd like to stay with the breath here a little longer. Feel free to do so. Or we can start to make our way onto our backs for our final pose, our Shavasana here. And just allow our practice to sink in here, sending the legs out long. The arms can come by our side. And taking this moment out of your day for some stillness, for the silence. There's nowhere to be, nothing to do. But just allow your body to fully relax into the mat and take this time for yourself. Wherever you are, slowly start to wiggle through the fingers and the toes, rolling through the wrists and the ankles here, finding some little movements in the body. Maybe bending in through the knees, rocking side to side. Maybe bringing the knees in towards the chest and rolling out the back one last time. If you'd like to roll on to your side, you can do so now, pausing here for a few moments. And whenever you're ready, we can slowly make our way back up to a seated position to close out class. Or if you'd like to stay on your mat a little longer, feel free to do so, taking as long as you need. If you're coming up to meet me in a seated position, we can close out with 3 nice deep breaths together. Inhaling, hands can come up. And on the exhale, hands to heart center, letting it all go. Inhale and exhale. And one last time, inhale, letting it all go. The light in me honors the light in you. Namaste. Thank you so much for practicing with me today. I hope to bring more yoga videos to my channel as I love yoga so much and I've seen the difference it's made in my life. Whether you are stressed out, have a busy life, or maybe you just want a place to slow down, I hope to bring more videos to you. So feel free to subscribe and I will see you in more of my videos.